Joined by Hofstra head coach Joe Mihalich following his team's 77-66 road victory over Delaware. Just your overall thoughts on the win, especially the comeback there.
Yeah, it had hangover written all over it. It had trap game written all over it. We had the great win at William and Mary, and the tough trip here, and our guys just weren't going to let it happen. They weren't going to let that happen. Really proud of them. They kept their composure. It reminded me of some of the Drexel game a couple weeks ago where we could have lost the game, and our guys just weren't going to let it happen. Big plays down the stretch. Tell you what, Rokas Gustis is incredible. I mean, he's 18 points and 21 rebounds, another 20 rebound game. But then the two foul shots. How about the two foul shots he made? The two foul shots were huge. Denton Kuhn's three at the top of the key. And then when you have Wanye Green, your team's got a great chance to win.
You talked about Wanye Green, 19 points, 12 assists, and obviously you mentioned Rokas Gustis, 21 rebounds. Again, we talk about it every game, but just the effort to those two.
It's an amazing thing as a coach. You want guys that are going to try to get 10 rebounds. And if they do that, you're hugging them. This guy tries to get 20 rebounds. He tries to get 20 rebounds. It's an amazing thing. So, Wanye Green there's no better passer in the country. I don't know who has the most assists. He doesn't lead the country in assists. Somebody else does, but and I'm sure he's a terrific player. But Wanye Green is the best player. He's the best passer I've ever seen in my life.
Several very important plays there late, including a three-pointer from Denton Kuhn, who made some other big plays. Can you just talk about his efforts down the stretch?
Like the top of the key three. I mean, he's a winner. I mean, he's just a winner. I mean, it's amazing what he does for this team. People use the expression "glue guy" all the time. I mean, he is one of those guys. There's no doubt about that. He's gonna be there at the end.
Talk to me before the game about improving in late game situations. Do you like what you saw in the last couple of minutes from your team?
Didn't like it. I loved it. Didn't like it. Yeah, I have a friend of mine who always says I didn't like it. I loved it, and it's the way we were. I thought we were good both ends, and tell you what, we had to be, because that team was in a position to win the game.
D-Shore Bowie seemed to be even better today than he was against William Mary on the defensive end. Just talk about his growth in terms of defense.
He's making it harder and harder to take him off the floor because of his defense. He knocked down a big shot. He's been good with the ball. So, the best thing is he's giving Brian Bernardi a rest. Now, Brian came in and hit a couple of shots. I'm not so sure it was because he wasn't rested, because you were giving him a little rest.
Towson up next. They just came off a big win, so they're 9-5. Bunch of teams in third place. What do you see in the Tigers this time?
Man, you didn't. I'm not saying you're going to ruin my day, because nothing's going to ruin this day, but it's an example of what the league's all about this year. You have a great win, and then you say, okay, who's next? And you're like, oh boy, that's going to be a tough one. Really, one of the toughest teams in the league. That's a great win for them, and I want to just try to enjoy this one a little bit before we start thinking about Towson.